Okay, rebels and traders, we're back. I have this amazing set of indicator pairs right here that allow you to make some ridiculous profits. Just look at some of these returns right here. Let's go. All right, trading fam, we are going to start off today with a Bitcoin 5-minute chart. You can see we're on a great upward trend today, which is always good, but that's not what we need for this indicator. So as usual, this indicator can be used on stocks, crypto, Forex. It can be used on intraday, 5-minute, 15-minute. It can also be used on daily, 4-hour, weekly, whatever you trade. First indicator we're going to pop on the chart today is the UT-Bot alerts. The UT-Bot alerts right here by Quaint Nomad. Pop that on the screen, and we can check to make sure that the key value is 1 and the ATR period is 10 right here. You also, when you go down to style here, you can get rid of bar colors. We're not going to need that. Next indicator is the ATR stop loss finder. This is a great indicator. It allows you to easily make your positions with a quick and dirty little stop loss to make sure you don't get too far out of the whack there. When you go to the ATR, you can go and change the inputs to 1. Everything else is fine, other than you may want to get rid of the tables down here at the bottom. So now we have that on the screen. Now, next, we're going to do some paid indicators. I know I don't normally do paid indicators, but I find that some of the components of this indicator, this paid indicator, LuxAlgo, is super useful for trading. If you have never seen LuxAlgo or you don't know much about them, there is a link in the description below where you can take a gander and see what they have to offer. They often have some really sick pricing deals, so you can get this indicator at a reasonable price. So as you can see, it is a paid indicator right here. We're going to go with the Lux Premium, and we're also going to use their premium oscillators. You can find variations of both of these indicators for free, but we're not going to be using all the components. So if we go to the premium right up here, we're going to go to inputs. We're going to have none on the presets, none on the signals, none on the candle colors. Get rid of the dashboard, and we're only using it for the Neo Cloud. Everything else is irrelevant there for this. Next down here, we have the Oscillators Premium, which is a really great indicator, to be honest with you. It has Stochastic, MACD, RSI, Advanced, and Pivot. So if you're struggling because you only have a limited amount of indicators you can put on your trading view because you have a non-paid subscription, this is a great way to have all those handy when you need them. But the stochastic right here, we're going to have that set on. Everything else is good right there. No changes. So here we have all the indicators on the screen with all of their proper configurations. And let's go through this. First thing we're going to do, to enter a long position, you're going to look for the UT-Bot alert to print a buy signal. We're going to look for the Neo Cloud to be blue. It doesn't matter if it's above the Neo Cloud or below the Neo, as long as the Neo Cloud is blue. You're going to look down here to make sure that stochastic is green as well. Once all three of those conditions are met, right here on this candle, boom, we enter. We enter a long position here. We take our stop loss down to the ATR stop loss finder, 1-to-1 or 1-to-1.5, whatever your risk is. And we can see in this situation, boom, we hit it in a few minutes. And if you wanted to go to 1.5, you can see that it hits that really quickly as well. Now, let's look at a short position. To enter the short position, you're going to look for a very opposite of the buy position. You're going to look for a sell signal to be printed out by the UT-Bot alert. You're going to look for the red Neo Cloud. Again, it doesn't matter if it's in the cloud, above the cloud, below the cloud, as long as the cloud is red. And then you're going to look at the oscillator down here to make sure this is red as well. All that happens right here in this candle. Boom. We go ahead and we enter in right below it. We bring our stop loss to the ATR stop loss finder, and we go a 1-to-1.5 or 1-to-1, whatever your preference for risk is. Okay, let's look at another buy position. You can see the UT-Bot alert printed the buy signal right there. It's a blue in the Neo Cloud, and it's green on the stochastic down below. So boom, we have our entry position candle. Next up, we place our stop loss right here at the ATR stop loss finder, and then we pop this up to a 1-to-1.5 or whatever your risk preference is. And you can see, boom, we nailed that very quickly, only about 20-25 minutes later, right? So there's another great buy, and then let's look for one more short position. We can see the UT bot alert printed a sell signal right here in this red candle. The Neo Cloud, although small, is definitely red right here behind it. You can see it. And that the stochastic is red down here as well. So boom, we enter it right here. We enter our short position right at the end of this candle. We bring our stop loss back up here to the stop loss finder. And then we do maybe a 1-to-1 because it is at almost midnight when this one is printing. It clearly meets the profit margin right about there. And you can see over the course of the night, you'd probably wake up to it the next morning in profit. So there's a good buy and sell positions for you there to make lots of profit with this indicator strategy. Let's go over the criteria one more time. So for a long position, you're going to look for the UT bot alert to print a buy signal. You're going to look for the cloud to be blue, the Neo cloud to be blue. You're going to look for the stochastic down here, the stochastic oscillator to be green. Once that happens, that's your indicator candle. Right at the end of that candle, you go ahead and you enter a long position. You take your stop loss and you bring it down to the ATR stop loss finder. And then you take profit and you move it up to 1 or 1.5 depending your risk. So now for the rules for a short position are this. The UT bot alert prints that sell signal. The candle there is a red Neo cloud right there. There is a red stochastic on the stochastic oscillator right here. This is where you enter. You right at the end of this candle, you take your stop loss to the ATR stop loss finder, bring this down to 1 or 1.5, and then you take profit at that time. These things happen 5-10 minutes. It's very fast with this indicator. So be prepared to make money. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to write any comments down below to ask questions about this indicator pair, about any other strategies that I've had, or any strategies you want to see in the future. Also, I always want to know what you guys think about the bearish or the bullishness of the market. So leave a comment about that as well. Thanks so much, guys. See you next time.